Imagine the complete absence of everything. No space, no time, no matter, no energy. This is the abyss from which our universe emerged. Or rather, it's the abyss that could never truly exist. Imagine a tiny spark in this vast nothingness. This is the first observer. Not a conscious being, but a point of energy that can perceive a difference. And in perceiving this difference, it disrupts the uniformity, shatters the nothingness, and brings something into existence. This first observer senses a difference, a subtle fluctuation in the energy field. It reaches out, connecting with this difference, and creates a bridge, a flow of energy. And at the heart of this bridge, a new node of energy ignites. A new observer is born. This dance of detection and connection repeats and multiplies. Each new observer becomes a source, reaching out, connecting, igniting more nodes of energy. A network forms, a web of energy spreading through the void, a testament to the principle that even in nothingness, difference drives existence. This expanding network begins to resemble a surface, a vast, flat plane. But this is no ordinary surface. It vibrates, it ripples with energy. Each node constantly adjusts, seeking equilibrium, creating a dynamic tapestry of energy. This vibrant tapestry of energy expands, and because there's no up or down, no left or right, it expands uniformly in all directions. Imagine a ripple in a pond, spreading outwards in perfect circles. This is how our universe, in its earliest form, began to take shape. But even in this vastness, perfect balance is an illusion. There exists, at the most fundamental level, a bias, an inherent asymmetry. This bias introduces a curvature to the expanding surface, a subtle warp in the fabric of this nascent universe. This subtle warp has a profound effect. Over eons, it amplifies, drawing the edges of this expanding surface inwards. The flat plane transforms, curving, folding in on itself until it forms a sphere. Our universe, once a boundless surface, now has a defined form. This embryonic universe is alive with energy. The nodes continue their dance of detection and connection, their vibrations echoing within this closed system. But the curvature of the sphere influences how these vibrations interact, setting the stage for the next grand transformation. Now here's where the geometry of the sphere plays a crucial role. Imagine you're traveling on the surface of this sphere. The shortest distance between 2 points isn't a curved path along the surface, but a straight line through the sphere's interior. This means that energy, always seeking the most efficient path, begins to converge towards the center. This inward flow causes the sphere to collapse, and as it shrinks, the curvature intensifies, accelerating the process. The energy becomes increasingly concentrated, compressed into a smaller and smaller space. But this implosion of energy has its limits. The sphere doesn't vanish. Instead, it reaches a critical point where space-time resists further compression. What remains is a core of unimaginable density, a crucible where the essence of the universe is forged. This heart of the universe is not static. It pulsates, vibrates, seeking equilibrium. But this balance cannot be found within its own volume. So it reaches out, extending tendrils of energy into the surrounding void, seeking connection, seeking expansion. These probing fingers of energy interact with the void, and in doing so, they create. Complex structures emerge, patterns of energy flow, nodes of concentrated force. These are the seeds of matter, the building blocks of the universe as we know it. Imagine that this birth of a universe isn't unique. Imagine countless spheres forming, collapsing, releasing their energy. But one sphere gains an edge. Perhaps it collapses a little faster, perhaps its energy is a bit more concentrated. Whatever the reason, it begins to dominate, drawing energy from its surroundings, growing larger, becoming the universe we inhabit. This birth of a universe isn't a singular event. The very impossibility of true nothingness implies an eternal cycle. Even as our granddaddy sphere evolves elsewhere, new observers emerge, new spheres form, new universes are born. Existence is not a state but a process, a dance of energy and difference that plays out across an infinite canvas. And what of space and time, those fundamental concepts that define our reality? They too emerge from this dance of energy and difference. The expansion and contraction of the sphere, the connections between observers, these define the very fabric of space-time. Time is not a river flowing from past to future, but the rhythm of these interactions. Space is not an empty stage, but the network of relationships between these fundamental units of existence. From these vibrating nodes of energy emerge the forces that shape our universe. Gravity is but the collective attraction of these nodes. Electromagnetism arises from the interplay of their vibrations. Even the strong and weak nuclear forces find their origin in the subtle interactions of these fundamental units. Our universe might be but one among countless others. Each sphere, born from the same fundamental principles, yet shaped by its own unique set of biases. Imagine universes where gravity is a gentle caress, where light dances to a different tune, where the very laws of physics are but variations on a theme. Let's be clear about our terms. When we speak of an observer, we don't mean a conscious mind, but rather any entity that can detect a difference. And this brings us to the paradox. How can something arise from nothing? The answer is that true nothingness is an illusion. Even in the void, there exist minimal fluctuations, subtle differences that allow the first observer to emerge. Existence is not about something coming from nothing, but about difference arising from near nothingness. Think of a cellular automaton, where simple rules applied to individual cells create intricate patterns. Or imagine waves interfering, their crests and troughs creating regions of reinforcement and cancellation. These are but glimpses into the elegance of emergence, where complexity arises from the interplay of simple elements. Our universe is but a symphony of such interactions, a testament to the power of difference and connection. Even the laws of physics emerge from this dance of energy and difference. Gravity, electromagnetism, space-time, these are not rules imposed from above, but rather the collective behavior of countless energy nodes interacting over vast scales. The universe is not bound by laws, but rather expresses itself through them, a symphony of emergent order arising from the chaos of the infinitesimal. And what of us? What of consciousness, of awareness? These too may be emergent properties, arising from the intricate dance of energy and information within our brains. We are, in a sense, the universe becoming aware of itself, a testament to the boundless potential of complexity and emergence. Our universe, born from the collapse of the granddaddy sphere, might itself be part of a grander cycle. What if this expansion slows, reverses, and contracts back into a core, a seed for a new universe? The dance of energy and difference might not have a beginning or an end, but rather an eternal cycle of creation and renewal, a cosmic heartbeat echoing through the vastness. From the impossibility of true nothingness to the emergence of observers, from the dance of energy and difference to the grand cycles of creation and renewal, our universe might arise from a simple set of fundamental principles. The universe is not a random collection of events, but a story woven from the fabric of existence itself. And we are not merely observers of this story, but active participants, our very existence a testament to the boundless creativity of the cosmos.